Have you ever felt like history just doesn't quite add up? Like there are pieces of the puzzle missing? What if I told you that a huge chunk of our past, a full 1,000 years, might have been completely fabricated? It sounds like science fiction, but stick with me, because this theory, known as the phantom time hypothesis, is one of the most mind-bending ideas you'll ever encounter. Let's start with a simple question. How do we know what year it is? We trust the calendar, right? We trust the history books. But what if that trust is misplaced? The phantom time hypothesis, proposed by German historian Herbert Illig, suggests that the years 614 to 911 AD never actually happened. He argues that they were inserted into the calendar by powerful figures, including the Holy Roman Emperor Otto III and Pope Sylvester II. But why would they do such a thing? The theory goes that Otto III wanted to be the emperor reigning in the significant year 1000 AD. It was a powerful, symbolic number, and he wanted his rule to coincide with it. So according to this idea, he, along with others, simply rewrote history, forging documents and creating a timeline that suited their ambitions. They didn't just add a few days or weeks. They allegedly added 3 entire centuries. Now, I know what you're thinking. That's impossible. What about all the buildings, the artifacts, the historical records from that period? Well, this is where it gets really interesting. Illig and his supporters point to a number of historical and archaeological discrepancies. For example, they claim there's a suspicious lack of archaeological evidence from this specific period, from roughly 600 to 900 AD. They argue that the architectural styles of the early 10th century seem to jump directly from the styles of the 6th century, with very little evolution in between. It's as if a whole chapter of architectural development is just ... missing. Consider the Julian and Gregorian calendars. We all know about the switch. The Julian calendar was slightly inaccurate, causing it to drift over the centuries. By the 1500s, it was off by about 10 days. Pope Gregory XIII corrected this by introducing the Gregorian calendar, which we still use today. But here's the catch. According to Illig's calculations, the Julian calendar should have been off by 13 days, not 10. That 3-day difference perfectly aligns with the roughly 300 years that he claims were fabricated. If you take out those phantom centuries, the math for the calendar correction suddenly works out perfectly. And it's not just about calendars. Have you ever seen old engravings or tombstones with dates that start with the letter I or AJ instead of a 1? This idea completely reshuffles our understanding of history. Think about it. Figures we believe lived centuries apart might have been contemporaries. Events we see as separated by vast stretches of time could have happened back to back. It's a staggering thought that could rewrite every history book on the planet. Now, let's take this one step further and connect it to a deeper, more spiritual concept, the idea of the little season. This comes from a passage in the Bible, in Revelation 20, which talks about a 1,000-year period, a millennium, followed by a little season where things get chaotic before a final judgment. Many people believe we are currently living in that little season. They look at the state of the world, the rapid technological changes, the social upheaval, the constant sense of crisis, and see it as evidence that we are in a special, compressed period of time before a major shift. So how does this connect to phantom time? If 1,000 years were artificially added to our calendar, it means the true millennial milestone, the year 1000, wasn't 1,000 years ago. It happened much more recently. If we were to remove those phantom years, we would find ourselves living much closer to that pivotal millennial mark. According to some interpretations, if the phantom years were added around the year 1000, then our current time would align perfectly with the post-millennial little season. This isn't just about a historical curiosity. It's about our place in a grand cosmic timeline. The theory suggests that powerful forces didn't just cover up a few centuries. They may have been trying to obscure the true nature of the age we are living in. It's a way of controlling the narrative, of keeping people unaware of the significance of our current era. Think about the feeling of acceleration many of us experience. Doesn't it feel like time is speeding up? Like more is happening now than ever before? Could this be a symptom of living in that compressed, intense little season? It suggests that our sense of being in a chaotic, pivotal moment isn't just a feeling. It's a reality reflected in a timeline that has been deliberately distorted. Historians and scientists point to vast amounts of evidence that contradicts it, from Byzantine and Islamic historical records that align with the conventional timeline, but the questions remain. The discrepancies are there. The calendar math is intriguing, and the spiritual connection to the little season provides a compelling narrative for why such a massive deception would even be attempted. Could it be that the evidence we have is part of the forgery? That the deception was so masterful, so complete, that it's almost impossible to see? This is not about accepting a theory without question. It is about looking at the world with fresh eyes and realizing that the history we've been taught might not be the whole story. What if the feeling that we are living in a unique and critical time is more than just a feeling? What if our calendar is a lie, designed to hide the true nature of our era? So what do you think? Is it all just a fascinating but flawed theory? Or is it possible that 1,000 years of our history were stolen, and we are now living in the consequences of that grand deception, a time known as the Little Season? The truth might be stranger than any of us can imagine. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for joining me on this deep dive down the rabbit hole. If you enjoyed exploring these mind-bending ideas, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss our next video. Stay curious.